Gold has hit another all-time high, over $3,400 today. Actually, for $3,420. Crazy. Let's talk about some gold today. Gold has just been on everybody's lips lately. Gold, gold, gold. It just keeps on rising. It surprisingly just keeps on going up. It went up, what, over $90 today again. Me and my friends, we're like thinking by the end of the year we might see $3,500 gold. It's at $3,420 right now. Crazy. It's so close to $3,500 right now. That's the crazy thing about gold. I had a prediction that we'd see $3,900 or $3,800 in March of 2026. And this is some crazy stuff. It's all about what's going on in the world right now. Obviously, the trade wars. I don't want to be blaming people, but or any leaders or anything like that. But that's just the way the world's kind of going right now. I just feel like the dollar is just basically dying. It's losing value as we speak. And all foreign currencies are losing its purchasing power. Our dollar is still strong enough that it has enough strength and enough leverage over other currencies. If I was in another country, you'd be absolutely just broke even more. The Japanese yen is going down. It has been for quite some time. It had a couple upticks here and there, but most currencies in the world are just failing right now. I just see sanctity and security in gold. Even though I've been buying it, even at over $3,000 an ounce, and it's still rising. I want to do what I have here is I have 441 grams of gold. It's easier to just put it all into grams, knowing that a price per gram is $107. We're approximately over 47,000 just in gold right here. Crazy. I have to lock this stuff up. I can't leave it laying around on my desk. It always goes back in the safe. I have to do that. This stuff's getting quite valuable. I can fit it in just a tiny little box. Just like this tiny little box. It all goes in there. I don't even think I could fit that much cash in $100 bills in that little box. It would probably need 4 boxes like that to have that much cash to fit in there. That's the cool thing about the liquidity of gold. Its portability is very, very easy. It can be smuggled, but the thing is, it's kind of abundant, isn't it? You can still go down to a river and pan it and find gold. It's not that hard to find it. It's the amounts, very, very small amounts. You can't just go down to the river and get silver out of any river. It's tough. Maybe I'll find 1 or 2 pieces out of how many times I go out prospecting. Some areas have a lot more gold than others. The 2 key areas in our world would be Peru and South Africa. Lots and lots and lots of gold. Those are the largest deposits in the world, are in Peru and also in South America. Let's not forget about Australia. Australia has lots of gold. People are metal detecting and finding large nuggets of gold even to this day. And I've seen many, many shows about that. It makes me want to go. Let's see, Tasmania. That's an island south of Australia. I've seen people sniping gold out of the rivers. In 3 days, he pulls out 3 or 4 ounces of gold. It's crazy. There's so much gold down there in Tasmania. And a lot of it has rust. Basically, it's iron oxide that has formed around these little gold nuggets. It's crazy stuff. It's almost black in some areas. And some of it's bright, but it kind of has that zebra pattern to it. It's pretty fascinating how different regions have different types of gold and different topography and geography. It's pretty interesting how gold changes. Some of the most purest gold in the world is found in North Carolina. It was about 96% pure. You go to Alaska, it's about 92% pure, just right out of the ground. So there's various variants of purity wherever you get it in the world, but the massive deposits are again Peru and South Africa. They've been mining since the dawn of time, since the first human being discovered gold. Those were the areas that were extracted the gold. But in the future, it's crazy how gold could just accumulate such value. It's crazy. We keep wanting the silver to go up. I believe silver will have its time. Okay, but I feel like it's gonna be a little ways away. Okay, it's kind of like turning a spring and waiting for it to, like a jack in a box. One of these days, silver's gonna pop. Okay, I still a firm believer to not just buy just silver and not just buy gold, a little bit of both. One's going to catch up, like this silver piece right here may start to catch up, but the demand for the silver right now is not that favorable. The demand for the gold is very, very favorable right now. Everybody wants the gold, but they want the tinier pieces. And that's why we have all these. It increases liquidity. When you have really large pieces of gold like this, the liquidity is kind of tough because it's worth a lot of money. What are these going for now? Over 3,500 online, 36. Tell you what, I took a bunch of constitutional silver. I've done a video about this. I think it was October or November. Approximately around $9,200 melt face value of constitutional silver, like quarters. I had a couple 40% silver half dollars. I mean, a couple rolls of 40% silver half dollars. And I don't know, 500 half dollars that were 90%. Okay. I traded that and got gold. Now, that gold that I got was 3.5 ounces of gold. That value, as of yesterday, before we had this jump, would have been $11,750. The gold, I mean, the silver, if I would have kept that silver, would have been maybe $1 more because the buyback is almost $3 back of spot right now, which that was a great trade. So if you're looking at 92 to 9,400 in silver, traded it for gold at about 9,700, I had to pay up a little bit extra money to get the next denomination because I didn't want to have cash back and get 3.4 ounces. I got 3.5. That's what I wanted, and that was the best thing for me because I'm using my money to make me more money as an asset class investment. Would I keep buying gold? Yeah, absolutely. I've actually mentioned at a coin show I see $10,000 gold in the next few years. I don't care how high it is right now. Gold is king, and the world knows it. World leaders know it. Central banks know it. Gold is one of the most important metals now when it comes to the monetary system, but silver is the most important metal in industrial use and technical support, circuit chips, you know that, solar panels. It's getting used in industry. Not so much gold though. Gold is just basically showing value, and it's a great backer of any dollar right now. And it's used, the best thing for gold, other than its monetary value, is to block cosmic rays. Yeah, they're used in astronaut helmets. So when they're in space, they have a fine particulars of gold in their glass lens, which blocks the sun, so they don't get radiation poisoning or something like that. So it's a very versatile metal. It is the most malleable metal. You basically can take this and stretch a wire, and it's probably going to stretch about 8 miles. That's how long this thing is. Thinner than a hair. That's how malleable that metal is. Fantastic metal. It is really kind of heavy and dense, kind of like lead. There's also a lead oxide that is very, very similar, has this almost the same look and almost the same weight. And the Chinese are using that, and they're producing fake gold coins. They are making fake gold jewelry, and they're selling it as real. But it almost passed the sigma. It's so close. But you have to be aware that, hey, this is lead, not gold. So if you set the settings just right, you'll be able to detect that. But almost with the naked eye, you almost cannot detect the difference. The color is so close, the luster is so close, the weight and the malleability of it is so close to real gold. So I want you all to be aware of that. If you're buying anything online, that there is a possibility that you're rebuying lead and it's not gold. So be aware of that. Just want to let you guys know that there's a metal out there that is so close to gold, it can fool even the best experts out there. But in my opinion, if I made a prediction for the price, for the value of gold, I see it's going to rise and rise and rise. It may flatline a little bit in the summer, but I'm just going to stick to my guns, and we're going to see $3,800 to $3,900 gold by the beginning of 2026. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please smash that like button. I really appreciate that. And tell me in the comments below what you thought was the best part of this video. What is so important about gold in your opinion? I really would like to read your comments about that. And click on some of these videos on the right side of your screen. You guys have a great day.